Alrighty, on Cutelaba versus Magomed Ankalaev. Magomed comes in with a 2-inch height advantage, 5-inch reach advantage with the legs. This is his first time fighting in the States, so he'll probably get a new referee, and he does keep his fingers extended quite a fair bit, and he gets away with it in Russia and the other European countries that he fights at, but I'm not sure if he's going to get away with it here, so it could be something that could frustrate him and maybe even get docked a point for. His only loss to Paul Craig. I hope he resolved his debts from that, because that fight was fixed as fuck. That dude's got to be deep in debt. So hopefully he worked that out and resolved all his debts, and now he's back to fighting normally. Yeah, so Magomed, he's competent in both stances. Doesn't phase him whichever one he comes out to. I'd probably I think Eon is a orthodox, I believe. So maybe he comes out in southpaw, starts opening up the body kick and the high kick. Those kicks he really likes. Ended the Polish fellow that he versed for his first UFC win. Ended that fight by head kick. I think landed 2 head kicks in a row to put that guy out. Also, he's got good footwork, good reflexes, good athleticism, but that's about the only saving grace in his striking defense. He's pretty hittable. I would say he's a big knockout coming. Like he keeps his hands low, relies on head movement in the pocket, gets very close to getting dropped a lot. Chin doesn't look the strongest, which is dangerous because Eon does have a fair bit of power, fair bit of force behind his punches. And he'll use his extensive, footwork. He kind of dance around you. Look for his striking entries through the unorthodox footwork. But he usually only has that ability for about 2 rounds before he starts to gas out and gets a bit more flat-footed and a bit more predictable with his movements. Or he'll just start brawling. And Magomed, he only throws he only throws singular strikes, really. Doesn't throw combinations, but he's got very good timing on it, so that's the only saving grace for that as well, that he has very good timing, so he's able to time these singular strikes and land flush on his opponent and get these fight-ending results. He's also very offensive-minded, enters the pocket pretty recklessly sometimes, only really looking for his own offense, and then after he's finished that, when the opponent counters, he just kind of evades with head movement and just relies on his athleticism to avoid the shots. Like, he's just got very good reflexes. But, when he gets older, that will fail him, and his technique won't hold up. So that's something to watch out for. He's got a very, very short time span. Well, not really. What's he, like 27? Up until he's like 35, he'll be relying on that. It's a good 8 years though, but just something to look out for in the next decade. And then the grappling, where these guys aren't afraid to go to. Magomed will kind of just take you down, work a single leg against the fence, double leg against the fence, sit in your half guard, and just kind of land ground and pound, like you saw that in the Dolce Langambula fight. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. He just sat in his half guard, just landed ground and pound, has good top control. Whereas Cutelaba doesn't have good top control. His opponents are able to get out from underneath him with ease, pretty much. I don't think he has very good top control at all. He will sometimes disengage, stand up and try and land a bomb from standing in the opponent's guard. Or when the opponent doesn't have good get-ups, like Khalil Roundtree, he'll posture up and just start throwing fucking elbows from top position. Still pissed off about that Roundtree bet. Cutelaba was 1 second away from gassing out. I swear to God, man. So when Cutelaba wins, that's when he's coming forward, when he's being aggressive. He's got good takedown defense. We'll see how it holds up in this fight, because Magomed's, he's got that professional... What's that? What's the certificate they get over in Russia? In Dagestan, they all have the International Master of Sports or something. Magomed has been doing Sambo for his whole life, but I would say he's more of a striker, but he might want to get his wrestling boots on for this match. Hulk Cutelaba, he's also got a granite chin, very hard to put down. He also comes in with psychological warfare, comes in with the weigh-ins, always doing some extra shit. Just a crazy dude. And then crazy how he just doesn't back it up in the cage when he gets tired. He's just the typical bully. It's actually really funny to look at when you step back. He's also got heavy ground and pound when his opponents don't have good get-ups or good defense in their guard. How Ankalaev wins is that he's very athletic, strong hips, good balance to reverse takedown attempts, good top control, good ground and pound, feints a lot. He's very solid all round. Good fight, decent fight IQ. Knows when to take the fight to the ground. Knows when to keep it standing and stay at range. But he does get a little reckless when closing the distance. That's the only knock to his game. He's also got a powerful high kick. How he loses, however, for Ankalaev is that he drops his hands to his hips after throwing the jab and doesn't bring it back to his chin. And when he's pressured, when he's getting blitzed on or backed up, he backs up with his chin in the air in a straight line as well. So if you make the read on it, it's very easy to land some punches to that chin. Fuck! Look at Cutelaba's nipples, man. That's some pointy shit if I've ever seen it. I think isn't that something related to steroid abuse? Like you get big nips. I don't know. Not an expert on that. But all I do know is he's got fucking huge nips. How Cutelaba loses is that he's got big nips. No, he's a bit of a quitter, I'd say. He's it's all good when he's the hammer, but when he's the nail, saw in the Glover Teixeira fight, started pressuring him, putting that pressure on, started eating his shots, started walking forward and landing his own shots. You saw Cutelaba got pretty disgruntled, pretty disheartened off that, and he kind of just fucking tapped pretty quickly to that rear naked choke, gave his back. He's given up in a few fights. And I swear he was 1 second away from giving up from those body kicks that Khalil was throwing in the first minute. I swear to fuck, man. Also, his hands drop when he's punching. And yeah, his punches get laboured over time. He's got 1 round cardio. He's just got way too much show muscle. There's no need for that muscle. Like, it's all on his biceps and shit. I've seen his workouts. He's just doing bicep curls and shit. It's like, bro, just... No MMA coach will tell you to do that. Except his fucking gym in Moldova. And, yeah, he talks about his workouts like they're crazy, but man, do you work cardio at all? Like, or do you just work fucking weights? Gotta work that cardio. Because he has 1 round cardio, hands drop, punches get very telegraphed as the fight goes on, and opponents just kind of pick him apart at that point. He's got, it's bad body language, judges don't give him the round. He's pretty much, he's the definition of round 1 or bust type fighter. Also, his takedowns, this is just overall, his takedowns have pretty sloppy technique, if I'm being honest. Like, he kind of just uses brute strength to get them over the line and get the opponents to the ground. And also, when he gets reversed on a takedown attempt, he's fish out of water on the ground. Like, he just doesn't have any get-ups. I don't even think he trains it. Like, he's a bit of a posturer, to be honest. I mean, look at the photo that... Yeah, Magomed's just fucking chilling there. Just like, yep, I'll take this photo for the fucking whatever, man. It's just a photo. But Cutelaba, he's just fucking flexing. He's trying to fucking kill you with a stare down. he's a, I don't know. It's a bit insecure, I think. But yeah. When he's winging his punches, he's also, that's not when he's at the top of his game. He's better when he's keeping in tight, you know, with the 1-2s, the blitzes. When he's winging his punches, it's very predictable and it's very telegraphed, and he tends to gas out even quicker in those fights. And he will go to the well too many times with the 1-2 or the spinning back fist or the left hook, the naked left hook. Yeah, he just does go to the well too many times in some of his fights. Also, the cardio issue I don't believe is going to be solved after his last fight because he got it done in the first round. So he's probably like, yeah, I don't need to work on my cardio. I'll just keep finishing these guys in one round. So that's another thing to take into consideration. And for Magomed, he definitely has the conditioning advantage. But I'd say Cutelaba definitely has the chin advantage in this matchup. Path to victory for Cutelaba is that he needs to counter the jab with a left hook if Magomed's in southpaw. So, yeah, if Magomed's in southpaw, counter the jab with a left hook. If Magomed's in orthodox, which is his natural stance, I believe, throw the straight right because Magomed does keep those hands low after he punches, after he throws the jab. Hands go low to the hip, so look for that. Pass to victory for Ankalaev is early takedowns, you know, gas Cutelaba's arms out, because Cutelaba does hang on to those stupid guillotines and shit, like you'll gas his arms out. So go for those takedown attempts, make him work, make him, you know, put a pace on him that he can't keep. Try and bait that lead left hook out with the jab, or the feint the jab, because yeah, once Cutelaba does throw that lead left hook, he's open on that left side. So yeah, look for a counter right hand or something if you're in orthodox. So there'll be a battle in itself, that lead left hook battle, the, you know, countering the jab, who will get there first, who will land the clean shots, because it's all going to be set up off Ankalaev's jab, I believe, where this fight will win. That's where I believe the person is going to win, whoever leans the cleaner shot off that exchange there, started off by Ankalaev's jab. Also, yeah, feints, make him twitch, make him use those muscles, try and gas him out. But how I see it going, I see Cutelaba pressuring Ankalaev for the first round or until he gets hit with a good shot. And then I see Ankalaev just kind of stalking him, feinting, cutting off the cage, and then winning ultimately in the next 2 rounds, or as long as the fight lasts. I don't think Cutelaba goes to the decision very often. I don't think Ankalaev goes to the decision very often. I see this one ending within the distance. I don't see Cutelaba getting Ankalaev down. I think his takedowns are just too sloppy, and Ankalaev will be able to reverse those takedowns. And if Ankalaev reverses those takedowns and ends up on top, it's dangerous for Cutelaba because he does not have good get-ups at all. I see Cutelaba wilting and either getting subbed or TKO'd in the later rounds. I think Cutelaba is a KO or bust here. Round 1 as well. Round 1 KO or bust. He needs to hit one clean shot, but, you know, Magomed's chin is kind of you know, it's, I don't know, I don't get a good vibe from it, but Cutelaba needs to leave one clean shot, and if that's not enough to finish Ankalaev, he's in for a long night. I believe he needs to put him out, he needs to put him out cold to win. If he just drops him, I don't believe his top control is going to be good enough, or his ground and pound is going to be good enough to finish the fight, unless he rocks him bad and Magomed loses all fundamentals in his grappling and his BJJ or Sambo. I believe, he needs to knock him out cold to win. So that's, like, you got to give Magomed about an 80% chance to win this fight, and that's well below the odds. Right, as it is right now, I think it's still about $1.40. Where are we? I think $1.40. Yeah, it's if you can get $1.43, I can still get $1.43 at Sportsbet Australia. I think that's still value. I've put 2 units on that as well. I got them at the opening line at Bet365 at 153. I thought that was good value. But if you don't like playing those odds, if they're not juicy enough for you, wait till the inside the distance lines come out. I think the inside the distance line will be about $2.20. So yeah, if you're looking for that, it's just a bit more risk because he can win by decision. Ankalaev does have killer instinct, and he does have finishing fight techniques, but you know, this can always end by decision. And I think it's just free money here at the money line. I don't think you're going to lose your money if you bet on the money line, but if you want to be dangerous, put some units on the money line, put some units on the inside the distance line. Also, if you're feeling extra dangerous, you could put some a little bit on Ankalaev by, you know, inside round 3 or inside round 2, because I believe he gets it done in either of those rounds. He could definitely get it done in round 1, but Cutelaba's got a good shin and he does have an iron will in round 1, but then that starts to fade as soon as his cardio diminishes. And if you're you know, a little bit not confident in Magomed's chin, you can go to hedge with Cutelaba in round 1, which will be around $6. That's what I'm going to go with, I believe, because I believe that's the only chance he has to win, so I'm going to be making money either way. So I'll probably be betting like one unit on Cutelaba inside round 1, just to cover all the units I would lose if I was betting on Ankalaev, the money line, and the inside the distance. So I have a cover on that. But yeah, it just depends on your risk preference. But yeah, I've just listed it all out for you. So whichever kind of type of person you are, just go with that.